Hello, and welcome to my channel.
Samuel Bennett was a man of great skill and even greater character. As the blacksmith of Willowbrook, he was highly respected by the villagers for his craftsmanship and dedication to his work. Every morning, Samuel would rise with the sun and make his way to his workshop, a sturdy building nestled at the edge of the village. The rhythmic sound of his hammer striking metal echoed through the quiet streets, signaling the start of another day in Willowbrook. The villagers relied on Samuel for their everyday needs, from repairing tools to crafting new ones. His strong hands worked tirelessly, shaping iron into useful objects that would withstand the test of time. Samuel took pride in his work, knowing that his creations would aid his fellow villagers in their daily tasks. But Samuel's role in the village extended far beyond his skills as a blacksmith. He had formed close relationships with the people of Willowbrook, earning their trust and admiration. Whenever someone needed guidance or a kind word, Samuel was there, offering his wisdom and support. He was a pillar of strength in the community, someone who could always be counted on. Willowbrook itself was a picturesque village, surrounded by rolling hills and lush green meadows. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, where the simple joys of life were cherished. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, their homes blending seamlessly into the landscape. The air was always filled with laughter and the sweet scent of flowers. But there was one particular spot in Willowbrook that held a special allure for both locals and visitors alike: the mysterious wishing well. Tucked away in a secluded corner of the village, it was said to possess magical powers. Its waters sparkled under the sunlight, inviting anyone who passed by to make a wish. The legend went that if you made a wish at the well with pure intentions, it would come true. Over the years, countless villagers had tested the well's power, their dreams and desires whispered into its depths. Some claimed that their wishes had indeed been granted, while others dismissed it as mere coincidence. Still, the belief in the well's magic persisted, adding a touch of enchantment to Willowbrook. Please support my channel by liking and subscribing. As Samuel went about his daily routine, he couldn't help but be drawn to the enigmatic qualities of the wishing well. He had witnessed firsthand the joy and hope it brought to the villagers when their wishes seemingly came true. But there was a part of him that wondered if there was more to the well than met the eye. One day, as he watched a young girl make a wish at the well, Samuel's curiosity got the better of him. He approached her with a warm smile and asked, "What did you wish for, my dear?" The girl looked up at him with wide eyes, her face glowing with excitement. "I wished for my mother to get better," she replied softly. Samuel's heart swelled with compassion. "I hope your wish comes true, little one. But remember, sometimes the greatest strength lies within us. The girl nodded, her gaze lingering on the well before she skipped away. Samuel couldn't shake off the feeling that there was something more to the well's power, something that needed to be explored. Meanwhile, in the village, Victoria Sinclair, a prominent figure known for her ambition and desire for control, had taken a particular interest in the well. She saw it as an opportunity to gain power and influence over the villagers. Victoria had always been driven by her own desires, often at the expense of others. She believed that if she could control the well's magic, she could bend it to her will and fulfill her every wish. As days turned into weeks, Samuel couldn't help but notice a subtle shift in the atmosphere of Willowbrook. There was an undercurrent of tension and misfortune that seemed to hang in the air. The villagers, once filled with laughter and joy, now wore weary expressions on their faces. Curiosity turned into concern as Samuel observed his fellow villagers facing one misfortune after another. Crops failed, livestock fell ill, and accidents became more frequent. It was as if a dark cloud had settled over Willowbrook, casting a shadow on its once idyllic existence. Samuel's suspicions grew, and he began to suspect that the well might be responsible for the villagers' troubles. He decided to investigate further, spending his evenings poring over books and manuscripts in search of clues about the well's history. Late one night, as the moon bathed Willowbrook in a soft glow, Samuel stumbled upon an old journal that spoke of a time when the well's waters were pure and its magic untainted. It mentioned a powerful enchantment placed upon the well by a group of ancient guardians, ensuring that its magic would only bring good fortune to those who made wishes with pure intentions. Armed with newfound knowledge, Samuel delved deeper into the history of the well. He discovered that over time, the well's magic had become corrupted, turning its once benevolent powers against those who made wishes. The Guardian's enchantment had weakened, leaving room for darker forces to seep in. Samuel's heart sank as he realized that the villagers' misfortunes were a direct result of their wishes turning against them. The well had become a source of sorrow and despair instead of hope and joy. Determined to protect his village from further harm, Samuel knew he had to find a way to cleanse the well and restore its purity. But he also knew that he couldn't do it alone. He needed allies who shared his concerns and were willing to fight for the well's redemption. One by one, Samuel sought out those who had also noticed the corruption, gathering a small group of like-minded individuals who were determined to save their village. Among his allies was Amelia, a wise old woman with a deep connection to nature. Her knowledge of herbs and potions would prove invaluable in their quest. Then there was Thomas, a skilled hunter who possessed an uncanny ability to navigate the forest. His keen senses would help them navigate the treacherous path ahead. Together, they formed a formidable team, each bringing their unique skills and knowledge to the group. They knew that their chances of success were greater when they worked together, united in their goal to cleanse the well and protect their beloved village. With their group assembled, Samuel and his allies set their sights on confronting Victoria Sinclair, suspecting her involvement with the corrupted well. They knew that she had been using its dark powers for her own gain, manipulating the villagers and causing their misfortunes. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across Willowbrook, Samuel and his allies gathered outside Victoria's grand estate. The air crackled with tension as they prepared to confront her. With determination in his eyes, Samuel stepped forward. "Victoria, we know what you've been doing," he declared firmly. Victoria's eyes narrowed, a sly smile playing on her lips. "And what is it that you think I've been doing, dear blacksmith?" Samuel's voice remained steady. "You've been harnessing the corrupted power of the well for your own selfish desires. You've brought nothing but pain and suffering to our village." Victoria laughed, a cold sound that sent shivers down Samuel's spine. "Why settle for being a mere blacksmith when I can have the power to control everything? The well is mine now, and there's nothing you can do to stop me." But Samuel was not deterred. He knew that he had to stop Victoria and restore the well's purity, no matter the cost. Undeterred by Victoria's arrogance, Samuel and his allies pressed on, their determination unwavering. They sought out others in the village who had also noticed the well's corruption, rallying them to their cause. One by one, villagers joined their ranks, each bringing their own unique skills and knowledge to the group. There was Emily, a young healer with a gentle touch and a deep understanding of the human spirit. Her ability to mend both body and soul would prove invaluable in their fight against the corrupted magic. Then there was Jacob, a skilled tracker who could read the signs of nature like no other. His knowledge of the forest and its secrets would help guide them through the treacherous path ahead. And finally, there was Sarah, a gifted storyteller who possessed a deep connection to the ancient tales of Willowbrook. Her stories would inspire hope and courage in their darkest moments. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance, united in their goal to cleanse the well and protect their village from further harm. Each member of the group brought their own unique strengths and talents, strengthening their chances of success. As Samuel and his allies prepared for battle, they knew that they would face challenges and obstacles along the way. The corrupted magic of the well was not easily defeated, and it would fight back with all its might. They ventured into the heart of the forest, where the well stood shrouded in darkness. The air crackled with an eerie energy as they approached, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The battle for Willowbrook's salvation was about to begin. Suddenly, manifestations of the corrupted magic appeared before them, taking the form of twisted creatures and illusions. The group fought with all their might, their weapons clashing against the dark forces. Each blow landed with a resounding thud, but the corrupted magic seemed relentless. As the battle raged on, Samuel's heart grew heavy with the weight of their task. He knew that the stakes were high, not only for the village, but for his daughter, Lily, who had become entangled in the dark power of the well. Samuel's love for his daughter burned within him, fueling his determination to save her and the village. Time was running out, and they had to act quickly to cleanse the well and restore its purity. With each passing day, Lily's condition worsened. She grew weaker, her spirit fading like a dying flame. Samuel was torn between his duty to protect the village and his love for his daughter. He knew that he had to find a way to save them both. The group worked tirelessly, their efforts focused on finding a solution. They studied ancient texts and sought guidance from wise elders, hoping to uncover the key to purifying the well. Their search led them deep into the heart of the forest, where they discovered an ancient shrine dedicated to the guardians who had once protected the well. In a moment of desperation, Samuel knelt before the shrine, his hands trembling. "Please," he whispered, his voice filled with anguish. "I will do anything to save my daughter and our village. Please guide me." Suddenly, a soft breeze rustled through the trees, carrying with it a sense of reassurance. Samuel felt a surge of determination wash over him as he realized what he had to do. In a selfless act of sacrifice, Samuel made a wish at the corrupted well. He wished for the well's purity to be restored, even if it meant sacrificing his own desires. The corrupted magic recoiled at his selflessness, unable to withstand the purity of his intentions. As Samuel's wish echoed through the forest, a blinding light engulfed the well. The corrupted magic was purged, its dark influence banished forever. The well's waters sparkled once more, pure and untainted. But Samuel's wish came at a great personal cost. As the light faded, he felt a heaviness settle upon him, his strength waning. He had given up his own dreams and desires to save his daughter and the village he loved. Word of Samuel's bravery spread throughout the village, filling the hearts of the villagers with hope. They gathered at the well, their faces filled with gratitude and admiration. Samuel stood among them, his eyes filled with a mixture of exhaustion and pride. The village celebrated the restoration of the well, a symbol of their triumph over darkness. Samuel reflected on the importance of selflessness and the dangers of unchecked ambition. He knew that they had learned from their past mistakes and vowed to always consider the greater good. As the sun set on Willowbrook, casting a golden glow over the village, Samuel looked out at the faces of his fellow villagers. He knew that their journey was far from over, but he also knew that they were stronger together. With renewed hope and a sense of purpose, Willowbrook embraced a new beginning. And as the villagers moved forward, they carried with them the lessons learned from their past, forever grateful for the blacksmith who had saved their village and reminded them of the power of selflessness and love.